Film footage, more than 8 decades old, is center stage in Great Britain tonight. The newspaper The Sun has published images of Queen Elizabeth as a little girl performing a Nazi salute. And as Jonathan Vigliotti tells us, Buckingham Palace is firing back.
The home video obtained by British tabloid The Sun shows the young queen and her sister waving to the camera in their garden 82 years ago. The Queen's mother then raises her hand in what appears to be the Nazi salute. Queen Elizabeth, then a 7-year-old princess, mimics the gesture, followed by her uncle, Prince Edward. The film has raised eyebrows, but royal supporters say it was taken in 1933, long before the atrocities of World War II came into focus.
Hitler being in power probably for about 6 months. Princess Elizabeth is 7, Princess Margaret is 3.
Dickie Arbiter is the former press secretary to the Queen.
Nobody knew what was in store until very much later in the 30s.
That's when public opinion towards Hitler evolved. Case in point, in 1938, England's soccer team came under fire for giving the salute before a game in Berlin. But public opinion didn't stop Prince Edward from flirting with fascism. He soon became a known Nazi sympathizer. In 1937, after abdicating to marry Wallis Simpson, Edward visited Hitler and spent time with his troops. The Sun's managing editor, Stig Abel, called the video one of the earliest known records of Edward's Nazi support.
The fact remains that in 1933, led by a man who was to become Edward VIII, the British royal family were doing Nazi salutes to a video.
The Sun released the video just 3 weeks after the Queen made her first visit to a former Nazi camp in Germany. In a written statement today, Buckingham Palace said it's disappointing that film, shot 8 decades ago and apparently from Her Majesty's personal family archive, has been obtained and exploited in this manner. Buckingham Palace tonight investigating how the Sun got a hold of this private home video. Jim, the paper is not naming their source.
Jonathan Vigliotti covering for us tonight in London. Thank you.
God bless you and God bless the United States of America.
What's up, guys? Jinx here for Complex News. Texas high school students have come under fire this week after they reportedly decided to do the Nazi salute and yell "Hail Hitler" and "Hail Trump" during their senior class picture day. It eventually drew nationwide attention after photos of the students doing the salute started making rounds on social media. According to KPRC in Houston, about 70 students at Cypress Ranch High School in Cypress, Texas, were involved in doing the Nazi salute while they were having their photos taken. An anonymous student reached out to the TV station and revealed that the students did the salute during what was supposed to be a series of funny photos. Most people may think it was just kids just joking around, but in the current political climate and the fact these kids are seniors in high school, it's beyond acceptable. And then to make matters worse, Cypress Ranch principal Bob Hulse sent a letter home to parents explaining the situation after it all came to light. But rather than focusing on trying to distance school administrators and the rest of the student body from the actions of a small percentage of students, he spent most of the letter urging parents to talk to their kids about the potential dangers of sharing negative things on social media, as if that was the problem. Several of our students made the poor choice of displaying inappropriate gestures during this time. Unfortunately, many of these images have been shared on social media. This is extremely disappointing, as this is not an accurate representation of our student body. We ask that you talk to your students regarding the posting and sharing of negative social media, as it perpetuates a false image of Cy Ranch High School. But as of now, it's unclear how far that investigation has gone. That's the news for now, but for all the latest, subscribe to Complex News on YouTube. For Complex News.
ครับเชิญเลยครับ
Mass murderer Anders Behring Breivik gave a Nazi salute on Tuesday at the start of a fresh hearing over whether his human rights have been violated. The 37-year-old far-right extremist made the gesture at a specially constructed courtroom at Telemark prison in Skien. Last year, a lower court backed Breivik's claims that his isolation at the maximum security jail had breached his human rights. Norway's government is trying to appeal the decision. Breivik has been kept in solitary confinement since being found guilty of mass murder and terrorism. In July 2011, he killed 77 mostly young people after first setting off a bomb in the centre of Oslo and then later driving to the nearby island of Utøya, where he went on a shooting rampage. The latest hearing is expected to last 6 days.
Det var jo deres bilde utad på hva nasjonen hadde innad, på en måte. Men det er blitt avslørt senere at det var mye dop i Men det er blitt avslørt senere.
Thank you. I love you all. God bless all of you, and God bless America. We can and we will change the world.
Cup final enthusiasm prevails in Berlin when England beat Germany on the soccer field. All the courtesies are observed before the start. God Save the King is played. And the English team in white shirts give the Nazi salute during the German national anthem. 115,000 spectators packed the Great Olympic Stadium and are rewarded by an orgy of scoring. After England have taken a 3-1 lead, Matthews, their right winger, runs through to add a fourth.
Христос воскресе! Это спасение для России. Православный фашизм.
Я не стал забиваться в щель. Запускаю топор мистический. Пусть летит себе сквозь метель. Когда вокруг облом, Содом, Пурим и цадики катаются на гоях. Быть русским — это значит быть святым, расистом, экстремистом, жидобоем. И выйти из стекла, шагнуть в огонь великого полета, рвануть бетон и выйти из стены, из серых масс, куда нас закатали. Мы дети нашей будущей страны.
Русские вперед! Русские вперед! Русские вперед!
У ту Європу, за яку боролися хрестоносці, за яку боролися європейські націоналісти, Європу білих людей, не там, де зараз мусульмани виштовхують корінне населення, забирають в них землю та ущільнюють їхні права. Ми будемо боротися за ту Європу, за білу Європу, Європу традицій, національних держав та Європу вільних націй. Слава нації!